Yo guys, it's CFB. Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to the channel today. I hope you've all had a good Boxing Day. Obviously today's Boxing Day. Also I hope you had a good Christmas yesterday. But today my Boxing Day has kind of been ruined by Chelsea's performance, which is obviously the video we're going to be talking about today. It's the match review for Chelsea 1, Fulham 2. Really. Not happy with this result. Very cross. A lot of talking points to talk in this video. So before we do get into it, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to notified every time I load a video. Also, first link in the description to my streaming channel, my second channel. Go and check those out. Be very much appreciated. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Also, repping a new third kit, which I actually quite like. It's actually quite nice, quite snazzy, quite different. Got it yesterday. So yeah. Anyway, let's talk about it. So Chelsea 1, Fulham 2. Very disappointing because again, this is a result we should be taking. We are in like the easy run of fixtures type of fixtures that are coming up. We're in the easy run. This is the games that we're meant to be picking up the points and we're dropping points. Today should have been 3 points despite how good Fulham have been all season. Today should have been 3 points. Last week against Everton, again, tough team, tough ground to go to, but it should be 3 points. If we want top 4, these are the results we need to get against these type of teams. And we're bottling it. Well, not bottling it, but we're letting these results get through the cracks, through the thin cracks. Because, obviously, I'm going to talk more about it as we get into the video. So let's start with the lineup. The lineup I've got no problems with. Sanchez in goal, Marco Correa left back inverted into midfield, Gusto right back, Tosin and Cole 2 centre backs. Again, nothing wrong defensively. Midfield, Caicedo, Enzo, nothing wrong with. Sancho off the left, Palmer in the 10, Pedro Neto off the right, and Jack says yes T. Nothing wrong with attack. Everything on the lineup was perfect. And as we get into the first half, which we're going to talk about now, I thought the first half we were actually pretty good. I didn't think we was bad at all. I don't think even think we was average. I just think we were slightly above average. I think we was good. We was good enough. And we had all the ball. We had most of possession. Toward the end of the first half, we started letting go of possession. Started becoming a bit more defensive in that sense. But we were still having majority of the ball. We were taking more control of the game. We had a surge of energy. You know what I'm trying to say? We was tracking balls down every single time Fulham would touch the ball. Bang, there'd be 2 Chelsea players on them, and we were taking shots, multiple shots, getting quite a lot on target. I think our conversion rate was like 5 shots, 4 on target in the first half, something around that. You know. We looked pretty good in the first half. It looked like it was going to be a comfortable game. It looked like, I say comfortable game, a comfortable win. It looked like it was going to be in the first half. And if we played like that in the first half into the second half as well. But also in the first half, it was the aggression we had. And obviously we got the first goal, which came from Cole Palmer. Again, brilliant goal for Cole Palmer, a work of brilliance. It wasn't a brilliant team goal, it was an individual goal. You know what I'm trying to say? He receives the ball, he just drives straight forward because there's loads of space in behind. He does that, he manages to drop a shoulder on a player and then slots it in, bottom left-hand corner. And it looks like the ball doesn't have enough power on. It doesn't have that much power on, it's just mostly precision, mostly accuracy. And that's what Palmer adds, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's exactly what I was talking about yesterday. To the Chelsea fans that are giving up at Cole Palmer after 1 game against Everton last week, shameful. Don't even celebrate that goal, please. If you celebrate that goal, shame on you. For gunning at our best player, shame on you. Cole Palmer, brilliant. All-round game today, I thought was really good too. Just a really good goal for Cole Palmer, put us 1-0 up. And like I said, we just had control of the game from then on. You know what I'm trying to say? We were taking a lot of shots at their keeper. They had a few shots at us. They were okay. Going forward, they were all right. We had majority of the control of the game, but the first half, even in the first half, it was still like a back and forth game in a sense. You know what I'm trying to say? It was quite a back and forth game. Fulham didn't set up defensively, which is exactly what I said. I don't think they would set up defensively, and that's exactly what they did do. They came at us. Second half, and this is when stuff goes downhill, because from the get-go in the second half, you can tell the energy on the pitch was dropped. It's like we all had a slump in, what's the word? A slump in energy. I don't know what it's called, but it's like our energy levels just slumped. I don't know what it was. It got worse in the second half. Worse because I don't think the football we played in the second half was good enough at all. We came out really poor. Really poor. I don't know what happened. That was like last season Pochettino type coming out in the second half type performance. You know what I mean? It was really poor, really, really poor. I don't know what was said in the dressing room. I don't know what the players took or whatever. But whatever happened in that dressing room, it just wasn't this season's Chelsea. It was last season's Chelsea came out. And it just gradually got worse in the second half. Worse and worse. We didn't have any control of the game. We were panicking under pressure. It was even more back and forth, except from this time it was more in Fulham's favour. Fulham were getting more shots at the keeper than us. There was 2 times, actually, where we did test Fulham's keeper, which was Leno, and he made unbelievable saves. 2 unbelievable saves. One that was from Nkunku, and one that was from, it might be Enzo Fernandez, which was a long shot outside the box, and he I don't know how he reached to it, but he reached to it. You know what I'm trying to say? But bar those 2 opportunities and an offside goal we scored, I think pretty much near the start of the second half, which was from Levi Colwill, which was rightly offside. It was rightfully offside, unless I've seen a different angle. I'm not too sure. My hair looks awful, by the way. I'm not been for a shower, not had time. I'm going to go after this video. But apart from that, Fulham were the better team by a mile in that second half. I don't know what happened to us. I don't know. But they scored in the second half, around the middle, around 70th minute or something like that. They scored a goal. It was very... don't think I'll blame it defensively, but... And I can't blame it on the goalkeeper, but it was just a good goal. It was crossed in. Fulham player heads it, and then there's another Fulham player literally in the box with free amount of space, and he just taps it in. I mean, what can you do? There's nothing you can do. I don't think it's a defensive error. I do think a player could have got there, but frustrating. But that's not it. We get 6 minutes added on at the end of the game. There's 6 minutes at a time, and I'm thinking, come on, Chelsea, come on. Up the tempo, please. Just up it. We're seeing the 6 minutes have been added up. Let's gun for it now. Let's gun for it. And they don't do anything. In fact, actually, the long balls that we were punting upfield were very useless. Very useless. And it came from Sanchez, which I don't think I can blame him really, because he just tried to hoof it upfield. But he does it with 1 minute added on, by the way. There was only 1 minute left of the game. He hoofs it up into literally a massive space where there's just Fulham players. They get it up the pitch, and then all of a sudden it's like a 3-on-3. It's a through ball through, and Levi Colwill is jogging. If he didn't jog for that ball, he would have beat that Fulham player for that through ball, but he was jogging. And then the Fulham player just passes it through, and then there's another Fulham player that's through with loads of space, loads of time, and he just taps it in as well, bottom right-hand corner, in the 95th minute. A draw wouldn't have been good enough. A draw would not have been good enough. We should have got 3 points in this game, man. We should have got 3 points in this game. A draw would not have been good enough, but a loss is just even worse. Even worse. And I'm coming on there disappointed because these are the games we should be taking. We've been on form this whole season. Before this game, we had only lost 2 games this season. That was against City at the start of the season, which you could argue City at the very start of the season. Yes, it was a City of last season, but it was still a stable City compared to the one it is now, which is absolutely, you know, it's been ransacked. I don't know what has happened to them. And also top of the league, Liverpool. But now we've lost to flipping Fulham. Fulham! You know what I'm trying to say? They've been good this season, but come on, this should have been an easy run of games. And we drew last week, and we've now bottled it, man, in the 95th flipping minute. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. And I don't know. I think the team got too complacent towards the end. I thought the team got too complacent. So it's deserved. We deserve to lose today, in my opinion. I think Fulham were average in the first half, but they showed good signs. Whereas in the second half, they actually showed really, really good qualities about them. Whereas compared to us, I thought we was good in the first half, but I thought we was shocking in the second half. So Fulham rightly deserve to be the winners today. But I'm just not happy, man. Not happy. Anyway, it's ruined my Boxing Day a little bit, man. It really has. I've had a good Boxing Day, apart from the result. Anyways, move on to the player ratings. Robert Sanchez and goal. Robert Sanchez actually was decent today, I thought. I don't think he could have done much with the 2 goals. I thought he was decent all round. So I'd give Robert Sanchez a 6. A 6. He still conceded 2. Marco Correa, left back. Marco Correa was okay today. I'll give him a 6. Colwill was doing well. He was doing well up until that moment. And that moment catastrophically demotes his points down a lot. because I'm sorry, that through ball that was near him, for the person that assisted Fulham's 95th minute winner, he could, if he used a bit more legs, if he used his legs a little bit more and sprinted to that ball instead of lightly jogging, he could have got to that and prevented that goal. So in my opinion, that demotes it a lot. I would have given him a 6. In my opinion, that's a 4.5. I'm sorry to be harsh here. That is Levi Colwill that I was talking about at the start of the season, where I thought was, you know, good, has a massive potential, but good, very, very overrated by people. That is the Levi Colwill I saw in that moment there, and it demotes it for me. It demotes it, I don't know, 4.5 is a bit harsh, isn't it? I'll give him a 5. I don't think I could demote a 1.5 off him for that, but it's very poor from him and his standard that he's been setting for the last couple of games. Very poor. Tosin was solid, I thought. I actually thought Tosin was solid. I don't think he really could have done much for the goals. I thought his defending in general was really, really good. One thing I like about Tosin is he doesn't really put an interception if he doesn't have to. And that sounds negative on him, but it's not. What I mean is, like, he'll jockey the player and he'll just wait for the player to put the pass out, and he will notice that pass and he'll just put a block out. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's very good at blocking the ball. Doesn't put much interceptions in unless he really, really has to. Does really well today. I thought he was a 5.5. Gusto was decent as well. I'll give him a 5.5. Caicedo and Enzo, especially first half as well, brilliant. In the second half, there was only 3 players in my opinion. Actually, there was only 4 players in my opinion that kept a continuous level today in the first half and second half, where they were good. They were very, very good, and they kept their level. And that was Enzo, Caicedo, Palmer, and I don't know, Cucurella kind of dropped off a little bit, but I wouldn't say he dropped off tremendously, but I wouldn't say he kept his level like Caicedo, Enzo, and Palmer. So Caicedo and Enzo were brilliant, I thought. There's nothing a midfield 2 can really do when it's constant back and forth. There's nothing they can do. They try to control the game and get stuck in as much as possible and be aggressive. There's only a certain amount you can do. I'd give them both a 6.5. I thought they were both very, very solid. Both from man of the matches. If I had to give it to one player, though, it would probably be Cole Palmer, and that's the person I'm going to move on to now. Cole Palmer, I'd give a 6.62, because I thought in the first half he was really, really good. He creating chances, like I said, that bit of individual brilliance got us the goal, got us the lead. Was our best chance in the game, and it came from individual brilliance from Cole Palmer. He showed way better qualities than what he did obviously against Everton, but even just his all-round play today. You know, it's Cole Palmer. I can't believe there were some fans saying, oh, get rid of him. Oh, he's playing poor. Drop him for a couple of games. Oh, Cole Palmer's not the same. He's just a GA merchant. You lot should look down in shame, honestly. Like I say, get Cole for Christmas. I'm being dead serious as well. I thought it was a 6.6. I'm giving them just a 0.1 ahead. Pedro Neto off the right. Pedro Neto, in my opinion, I don't think this is his fault today. I think he got instructions from the manager, but he wasn't attacking as much. In the first half he was, but in the second half he was played more defensive. He wasn't in the attacking half of the 95% of the time. He was in the defensive half as like a second right back. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It was really weird. I don't know what Maresca was doing there, because I don't think that's a Neto thing. I think that's a Maresca instruction thing. But it didn't work today. But when he did bomb up forward, he looked really positive. It was just very few times, because he was in a very, very defensive mood today, I thought. And he still did really, really well because of his energy levels being really top. So I would give Pedro Neto in general a 5.5. Not really on him. Sancho, again, I said was quite underwhelming today, but tried to make some things happen. But I think he's receiving the ball way too much in his own half, too wide out on the touchline, in my opinion. Where he is best and where you get his best qualities come out is where he's near the opponent's box, receiving it quite close in. You know what I'm trying to say? Near the edge of an opponent's box, not half, in their box. That's where you expect best from Sancho, because he doesn't have the energy levels. He usually dies out around 65th minute, and also his dribbling, his footwork, brilliant, but like he doesn't have the energy levels to get from the halfway line to the box that much. You know what I'm trying to say? And he didn't have the pace for it. That's the main reason. He didn't have the pace for it. He was receiving the ball way too much there, but he was trying to make things happen. I'd give him a 5.5. And then Jackson, poor today again. Poor from Jackson. He's gone through a couple games now where he's been quite poor, in my opinion. Maybe it's just bad run of form. I think it is, because I do trust Jackson. I do think he's a really good striker. He has proven it this season. I just think he's going through a bad bit of form, which is normal in football. Players have it. Messi, Ronaldo, Suarez, etc. R9 had it. You know what I mean? I'm not comparing him to those players, but they have bad run of forms. I'd say he was just slipping over the ball, making the wrong passes. Went down too easily at times. I would say he was a 4.5. I've got to be honest, really poor. And then we only made one sub, Nkunku. I thought was really poor when he came on, but he came on quite late, so I'm not going to give him a rating, but very poor when he came on. He got one shot off, which was a really good save from Leno, which was one of the good saves from Leno, but very poor when he came on. Easily getting taken off the ball, easily. Just not making himself available, you know what I'm trying to say? But that now, it just moves me on to the subs again. We should be bringing on more players off the bench. Trust the players you've got, Maresca. I know you do. Let's bring them on sometimes. They could impact the game. They could make room for the game. Again, you could tell as we're getting later on into the second half, our players are getting leggy. They're getting leggy. We need fresh legs on the pitch, especially when they've got 5 players on the pitch. Fresh legs. We need that as well. One player, especially when he's just an ST, he's not really going to add that energy level. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We need to add more subs into our game. Felix is on the bench. Try it. Try it. I know he's not your cup of tea, but who knows? He could come on and make an impact. He did against Wolves. You know what I'm trying to say? Who knows? So I need to see more subs from Maresca, man. I get it. Our bench is getting a bit thin now because injuries start to creep in. We've got players coming back, but we need to see more players come off the bench. We've got to. And that just brings me to, that's my only negative I've got on Maresca, but that just brings me to the whole thing about the title race thing. Some of our fans like to come out and say we're in the title race. Mathematically, yes, we're still in the title race. I get it. But this performance just identifies that we aren't in a title race. Even if we did think we was, or we didn't think we were, Maresca was correct. This team, it doesn't have the capability to be in the title race. It doesn't. We're too young for it. There's still some things in our game that need to be improved and won't be improved with this current team for another maybe year. So halfway through next season, maybe you'll start to see maybe flawless things, less mistakes. But we just don't have the experience to be in a title race, for example. You know what I'm trying to say? We're in a top 4 race. We're in a top 4 race. I know mathematically we're in the title race, but we just don't have the quality to do that. We don't have the quality to do that compared to a Liverpool who, majority of their players are experienced pros who've been playing in the Premier League for about 6, 7 seasons, 8 seasons. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're used to this. They know what it's like to run in these type of moments. We don't know what it's like to be in these type of moments. Do you know what I mean? This team's played together for, maybe a year or 2. You know what I'm trying to say? With a few new additions, but they've not been in title races. You know what I'm saying? Or even cup competition finals. We might struggle in finals. If we get to an FA Cup final, hell, if we get to a Conference League final, which we should do, and we should win the competition, we might struggle a couple times because we don't know what the occasion's like. So Maresca's going, oh, we're not in a title race, we're not in a title race. Completely understandable, completely justifiable after watching that performance. Completely. Because again, it comes to the 90th minute and we seem to just capitulate. We seem to capitulate. And the story for me today was, especially in that second half, we got too comfortable and too complacent, in my opinion. We did. We got too comfortable and complacent. I think we dropped the energy levels on purpose because we thought, all right, okay, this should be smooth after the first half. It wasn't even an easy first half on our standards. It was still tough. But I feel like the players, not Maresca, I feel like the players got too comfortable, too complacent. And it screwed us. It screwed us. If you play football, and you will know what I'm saying about this, if it's only a tight scoreline, but you're getting too comfortable, too complacent, taking your time on the ball, not worrying too much, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm all for us being calm on the ball and everything like that and stuff, but not too calm like we did today. When you do that for a certain period of time, when a team gets a goal, it's hard to get back into that rhythm. It takes a while to get back into that rhythm. And you saw that today. We couldn't get back into the rhythm. When we went to 1-1, we couldn't. We didn't have enough time. So, because Fulham were on it. Fulham were already on it. They were carrying that on it mentality from the first half, even though they weren't as good in the first or the second half. So, it's on our own faults. It's on the players. it's on the players in my opinion. So, not good enough. Not good enough. So, yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you all thought about the game. Sorry it's a late upload, by the way. I literally come straight home. I've had Boxing Day dinner with my family and my grandparents. So, I do apologise. We've had a game of darts as well. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I load a video. Disappointing result, but look. What can you do? I don't even know where we are in the Premier League now, actually. Other results have happened, actually. Let's have a quick look at the Premier League. You're having a quick look with me. Liverpool are currently losing 1-0 against Leicester in the 24th minute. Great. Again, if we got a result, who knows? You know what I'm trying to say? Who knows? Anyway, we are currently still second. Looks like Arsenal lost or something. We're currently still second. Nottingham Forest with 34 points. Arsenal with 33. Anyway, we'll see how it ends up. Take care, everybody, and see you in the next one.